Hey you guys, what's up? It's Clary Berry. I'm here today to bring to you the communication reading. Now this is, remember, it's a no communication to a low communication. So it doesn't have to be complete no communication, but this video is for anyone who wants to improve or increase their communication with their twin flame, with their DM or their DF. Welcome. This is a general reading. Please take what resonates and ditch what doesn't. I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. If you want a personal reading, I have those at claryberry.com. Luck is on your side. It may not feel like it, but this is something that I think, especially as twin flames, we can really kind of connect with. And I mean, really anyone, even if you don't identify as a twin flame, but if you're here and you're open-minded and you're trying to figure out this mystery of life, that is ourselves and the complex beings that we are, there's a reason, why you're here, and there's a reason why you're here to stay. So it's kind of like on some level we can realize we are safe, and the universe supports us. Really, no matter what happens, the universe will always support you. The universe always supports you. Make it a mantra. Believe it. Ponder the idea. Okay? If you have any resistance to it, kind of just try to think about why. Just spend some time meditating and thinking about what comes up and why. Courage? Yeah. Of course, this is a time of great courage. A great courage, and that's why, you are courageous, because you're staying positive, this optimistic energy. And I was shuffling, this is funny because we actually have some of these upside down here, and I want to take this star card too, because I want to take these together. And these are all messed up because I just dropped them on the floor. So I'm not going to actually use those, as I think all that needed to come out of those. Okay, so like I said, I was shuffling and the world fell on the floor. Okay, so the world fell on the floor literally here. Let's just take this literally for a minute. The world fell on the floor. Okay, this is a big time. This is a crazy time. In this time of uncertainty, some people are having fear. You can kind of, I don't want you to sit back and just relax, but I do. I want you to relax, and I want you to be confident in yourself. I want you to believe in this luck. Believe that you're a lucky person. Believe that good things come to you, even if that has not been your story. Make it your story. Like Anna yesterday, Annalise, twin flame, which is it? Connections, I think, something like that. Anna, say hi in the comments down below. Also, I'd like to get you linked up, so I need to figure out how to do that. I think I might have already put some of her videos on my new faves playlist. That's going to be more of kind of the spiritual favorites of other people's play stuff. A lot of playlists I have, so check those out. But anyway, back to this. We have to realize that as we are entering this new world, we are creating it. We are creating that, and we can't forget that, you guys. We need more people to realize this. We can't go backwards and forget and have less of this in the world. We need more of this in the world. We need more people to understand the holistic law of attraction. Guys, and the holistic law of attraction has been coming through strong lately. Again, my first whole part of my program, I have a video program. It's 30 videos long. Starts out with the holistic law of attraction. Then it goes into shadow work and inner child healing, but it's all meant to get you, to a better state of union within yourself, so that you're, obviously more ready and available and open and cohesive with, union with your person. And that is what we have here. This is the whole world, everything you would want, everything you could possibly want. Again, you're sitting on it. You're sitting on a gold mine here, right at the tip of your fingertips. You have all the answers. You have everything you could possibly want. You need to hone in on your intuition, hone in on your feelings, your beliefs, and your thoughts. And we're going to work with them. We're going to make them work for you. It's like when people are like, oh yeah, you gotta put your money to work for you. Invest. No, this is, do that too if you want. Maybe not right now. But invest in yourself. Invest in your love. If your love is not investing in getting this program, how worth it really is it for you? It may take a little courage, okay? You get the program. I'm going to be honest, it's even going to take courage, and strength and intelligence, all of this, and this belief that you're going somewhere and that you have something, to do here. You have a purpose. Your purpose, I'm very clearly helping you out with your purpose. I'm not saying I'm offering you your purpose. I'm saying I'm helping you figure it out, because I have a program that helps you figure yourself out. Okay, so check it out. Again, I also have shadow work playlist at here on YouTube. So check out my playlist. Okay, So lately it feels a little bit otherworldly, okay? Communication may have been, and I apologize, last night, if you saw the video from last night, I think I said something like we were still in Pisces, and we were been out of Pisces for like a week. So anything that was coming through probably was just from the emotions out of our moon in Cancer, which it is right now. And I definitely noticed people people sometimes don't like these emotional signs coming through, especially in the inside in their moons, so it might have been a little bit, kind of a peaceful, pensive energy, but also kind of maybe a little bit getting that fear. But again, a great time to go within. So now, it is Wednesday, it is a new month, it is April, and we have been in Aries for a month. And this is about not only making like impressions, not only just upon any certain person, but upon the world of who you really are. That's what it's about. The identity, who we really are, and how we are communicating that with the world right now is important. And it's about who we are in our relationship. We all have roles. We all have roles that we believe and that we try to fulfill. We believe we should fulfill. Okay? Sometimes we just really want to. Okay, but we have to think about the whys. Why are we doing this? Is this in alignment with my higher goals? Is this in alignment with my higher goals? And then you'll find some things you just don't feel like doing them anymore. You don't want to do things anymore. And again, this this bond is beautiful, and it's very, very spiritual right now. And I think, stay close to those spirit guides right now. Stay close to this. Stay in your bubble, basically. I always talk about the bubble of bliss, the vortex, the whatever you want to call it. Okay, just on that vibration. You want to stay. That's going to help this luck. That's going to help all the luck come to you. That's going to help you figure out everything in your world. We don't always have to try. Try, it's like I'm getting the people, like, sit down, like, almost like looks like you're taking a test because you're struggling. You're trying to figure it out. Like, how are we going to figure this out? I can't, paper's flying, notes everywhere, everything's chaotic. No, this is not the go. All the great inventors, when they would invent something, get these great ideas, they would always leave the office. They would take a break, and then the idea would come to them, right? We have numerous examples of that throughout history, and that is the epitome of how everything works. We don't need to force it. We can't force it. Again, there is a little bit of a laid back, like just allow things to kind of work themselves out. Okay, your impression, that we're making, we're wanting to be really confident here. Confident and optimistic, okay? You are a leader. I think your courage really is making you a leader here. And the fact that, you're getting the world card and the star card together here during this, big, huge season of change that we have, okay? You're able to help move large batches of energy, where they need to go. You are fulfilling a purpose here on earth. And, this is something that may not always feel, amazing, because we have to learn these deep, dark lessons, in order to teach them. We have to, feel that insecurity before we can kind of feel that insecurity. And it's all part of everything. It's all part, like, the journey is everything. It's part of it. Okay? And we don't need to be perfect, but we need to be our higher selves. We need to be spiritual. We need to rise here. We've got wings on, guys. We've got wings in every single card here. Okay, so stay spiritual. You're here. You're seeking out answers. Good for you. Keep seeking the answers. Keep communicating them. I don't care if you're telepathically communicating them to your person, but I want you to give energy to it before you go to bed. And I love that Anna also the other day was talking about just visualizing and sensualizing, thinking about your physical time with your person, just communicating that with them. I've been saying here and there, things are getting steamy, and I think it's a lot of this. It's getting steamy in communication. But we also need to work on, like, we can think about that stuff, and it does help. But also, send them the healing, send them the understanding that the epiphanies that send them the help, send them the blessings, send them everything. Set that intention. You can set intention for them, although make it kind of a holistic, long-term idea rather than, I want to see this, right now, because we don't want to be, expecting things and putting ourselves up for that. We really need to focus more on the inside and what we're communicating, what vibe we're on, how we're sharing and thinking about, our person. And any kind of honesty and shadow work that we can do is going to help out with these times, where we may just feel depleted, we may just feel like off. It's almost just like that feeling, or, some really, it could be some really tough blockages, in our way here, as far as what we maybe have thought. And there may be a little bit of, sadness at that. It's like, well, really life is not going to be normal, it's not. And we may be mourning that, honestly. But again, you can see, even as we're mourning, because of our mindset, because of our work that we've been doing, because of our understanding of shadow work and our understanding of the law of attraction, understanding of everything, all the magic, as I like to say, we have grown our own wings, basically. And our person is growing theirs. Even though things are chaotic times, this is spiritually for us, okay? This may feel shitty. This whole thing, this whole CV thing is just spiritual lessons. That's why people are always like, they don't understand when they think on a mundane level. How could God allow this suffering? Why could we do this? How could he do this? They're on whole nother levels that you don't understand. Some things are spiritual necessary, and it may not work out the way that you always thought that it would, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to be beautiful. That doesn't mean that it's not going to be divine. That doesn't mean that it's not going to be fun, and that it's going to be love, and that it's going to be passion, because we have all of those things here, okay? And again, I want you to stay busy. And again, this is selfish. Work on your dang self, girl or boy. Work on it. Keep working on it. Stay busy on your passions in as much as possible. This can be a very enlightening time for people, just to have the extra time, that side of it, to have that extra time, to have this healing time, in the sun, in the grass, and learning nature, studying nature, really important right now. Being that free you, allowing yourself to kind of do the things again, learn the things that you've always wanted to do. You can go on the internet and learn anything. Okay? And we're lucky, and going on the internet and learning about the program is super important here. Okay? This energy, especially again, I'm getting like, we have the kind of this matriarchal energy coming through in this one to me. And it's like the shadow work is going to help the whole entire clan, the whole entire family. So like the work that you're doing is so freaking important. You may feel like, again, you're just playing out in the woods by yourself, but no, you're not playing out in the meadow by yourself. You're doing important work. It's like, and again, I'm referring to Montessori, where the children, they're getting their little things off of the tray, setting them down on the table, and what they're doing may look like toys to some people because it's preschool, but what they're doing is very important work, okay? This is the idea, and you train them as such so they have a pride in their work, and they know that it's learning, and they enjoy it, and they understand the whole process, okay? There's a lot of energy of this making good out of bad here. It's just the calling. It's just what we have to do. And getting into alignment is going to help you focus. If you're trying to write something, you need a little bit of clarity and focus here, okay? If you're trying to build something, you need a little bit of clarity and focus here, okay? Again, don't get sucked into the negativity. It's very tempting. All the news, all the updates, all the communications, okay? Don't live. Get the information that is necessary and learn how to get the information here that is necessary for you to protect yourself. And then guess what? And then you move on from that news. You have to be in the zone, in the vibe, in the bubble, in the vortex. You have to be creating the energy, and you have to be intentional about where you're going. Again, not just for yourself and for your relationship, but yes, it will help. And again, you are a leader for others as well, not just, within your relationship here. Consider yourself a great leader in this time. You can get historic with it and think about that and visualize that. It doesn't have to even be anything specific, but spiritually, that's the type of energy that is going on here. And I'm going to stick with this deck because I'm enjoying it so much. And I am going to look at specifically more of like what is getting in the way of the communication and the union being where we want it to be. Okay, still working something out within ourselves. We need to do the work. We need to do the healing. Okay, we need to do that emotional healing. We need to really ride this wave. We need to ride this wave, use our time wisely. This is an opportunity. This is an opportunity for lots and lots of higher learning, okay, and creation, transformation, alchemy. Again, you're totally alchemizing. You are totally transforming all of your pain, all of your suffering, all that you've gone through. And again, that's why, in your life in the past, you may not have resonated with this luck. But now, first of all, anytime you can tell yourself you're blessed or you're lucky, it's going to be a good idea. Because again, you can and are creating your reality. That's why we don't spend time in the bubble. Okay? That's why we go within, figure it out, figure that subconscious out, and you're going to get even more courage, even more knowledge and understanding, and partially best of all, that's funny, being able to manifest better. It's all tied together. The shadow work and the law of attraction, it really is so, it's that step that you need in order to take the law of attraction fully to the next level. So again, work it out, take what you're learning and process it. Take your anecdotes about how you're coping, what you're doing, like share, paint a picture for people, share your life. It's like you are divine. Actually, this was over here, wasn't it? Okay. It's like we're not sharing enough of our true selves with our person. That's kind of all this is coming across as. We want to really show up for them. And again, we have a lot of times divine masculine as sort of a runner, whichever the divine masculine is at this point, in your relationship or right now. And again, we can always look at the divine masculine within ourselves. How are we also doing that? How are we, even if we fully identify as divine feminine, how are we also having a divine side of ourselves that is not expressing itself, that is holding its emotions in, covering things up, especially as we go through this transformation? I think it's really important to share, any major changes, little updates, touch base. You can kind of transform the vibe of the relationship, by doing that. Transform it, where could just be, meh, and now we're making it into the very possible best thing that it can be. Because this is, in a way, this is very serious, and there is that element of, fear, and this is unprecedented and what's happening. So, it's good to share that care and that love and that depth and kind of just be there for your person in whatever way, whether it's right now, I'm getting kind of the shifting roles. Like, you may go to that sexual side and then you may just really have to kind of help them emotionally, which may be a little bit different, Being open to yourself emotionally is going to allow your person to be open with yourself as well. Everything is your relationship with everyone else is a mirror of your relationship with yourself and with the divine. Okay? So it's not just you and your person. Okay? It's you and yourself. It's you and your inner child and your person and their inner child. It's a 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay? And then you have the divine as well, surrounding and supporting us all. Okay, so it's kind of like change the way we are thinking about things, change the way we are doing things. The sky is the limit, and some meditation and some shadow work before we plan out our next steps is huge. Relax, take it easy, do any kind of good mantra exercises, what we tell ourselves. Our words are spells at this point, and we need to be in that spiritual lane for our relationship to really benefit here. We have to be thinking about it in the right way. We can't forget how divine our relationship is. The more you can spend time just thinking about how thankful you are for all the lessons, all the love, all the good times, the love that you're feeling now for your person, focus on those things. Have that be near to your heart, carry it around your neck and look at it daily. Be thankful and grateful. You're painting the picture. You're telling the story. You decide, you write the narrative. We need to get good in life at rewriting narratives that don't serve us, because other people will write narratives for us. Situations will seemingly put narratives upon us. The news loves to put narratives on us. Things like that are, socially conditioning us in ways. And we need to cut all of that out and write our own narrative, write our own story. Okay? If you focus on problems, you're accepting that. Okay? If you're repeating a problem, you're accepting and perpetuating that problem. And energies just like it. You need to match the energy that you want to be on, hence staying in the bubble. Okay? Protect yourself, protect your energies. Try to only think these only good thoughts, but just remember, anything bad that comes through is teaching you how to deal, how to lead here. I want you to get really passionate. And as much as you are passionate about your person, why are we not that passionate about the healing? Where's the blockage? You know what it is? Some of it's the ego, scared to lose itself, blocking you, saying, no, fear, don't do this. That's not, putting egotistical judgments on me, on the program, that, again, you really might be thinking about yourself or somehow, again, is flipped. Because remember, when we do the shadow work, you can flip it in different ways, not just, oh, you're doing that, I'm doing that. Okay, keep up. And again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to my playlist, check out Shadowless playlist, or go to the program and go to claryberry.com and get the program. Okay, if I can talk. So now, dun dun dun, drum roll please, most important part, we're going to look at solutions. What do we focus on? We focus on, this fact that, again, we're not meeting each other at the table. We're not seeing our reflection of our person. We're thinking, oh, they have these likes, they have this, well, they've always wanted this. We get caught up in our old ways of thinking. Okay, we need to meet on a new level, meet on a new playing field. And again, it might be just getting on this vibration. Okay. Accepting I don't want to say the finality. It's not the finality of the story, but the finality of maybe a chapter, or the finalizing something. Okay. And after we kind of, this may be a discussion coming through that just needs to be had. It may be some emotional healing, something emotional that, again, it's kind of just wrapping up a little phase, a little stage, it's like showing yourself almost that you're different now with your actions. Okay. So yeah, a lot of emotions going on right now. Okay. So again, share who you are. Sometimes with the communication, we think about it and it's like, oh, we try not to scare the divine masculine by oversharing with them and putting on them when they may be in a confused state, saying, no, we don't just tell them, oh no, we're twin flames. Like, you have to be, that's not, it has to be on their terms. It has to come to them, on theirs. And I think, again, just focusing on the pure and happy nature of the relationship. Focus on the healing part. Focus on the true happiness, the true love, focus on all the ways that it has ever worked. And focus on the ways, that your imagination can just kind of understand how it's working now. Okay, because if we can't see that, again, there's an issue. We're only going to act off of, what we feel. And what we feel is made by what we believe and what we think. So that's why it's so important to always go within and take care of this, so that we're not kind of leaving ourselves out in the cold, so that we're not kind of shortchanging ourselves, relying on faulty information, making decisions. If you're relying on faulty information to make decisions with your life, then, you're going to have faulty decisions. That's just in as much as that is. And we know our subconscious can trick us in ways, and we just get sucked into this kind of vibratory state, and we kind of just stay there, whether it's kind of this mental state or this more emotional state. We can change a thought one by one by working with it. And it is magical. And it is important work. If you are in quarantine, I don't want to make the mistake of assuming that everybody is. I'm unfortunately, I think I'm calling in on Thursday because it's getting bad in my state a little bit, like just rapidly rising, and there's no reason why I should be working because I'm not essential, really. My employer was deemed essential, so I was deemed essential. But anyway, it's like, even though we may be quarantined here, this is a blessing. This is, get the blessing, get the good, the positivity that's coming through during this change that you now have time. And hopefully, again, the passion, this is tapping into your passion for your person and utilizing that to push you through to the finish line, push you through spiritually. That's the only thing that's going to progress the relationship, is going within, taking that cold, hard look in the mirror, realizing almost like why you ever made any of your worst mistakes. That will come through. You will know yourself on a deeper level when you do the shadow work, when you go deep, when you go within, do the inner healing. You will be able to act, follow through in ways which will set you up. This is not about, oh, get my program, learn about the program, and I will teach you how to do it. You get the program, you fix yourself, and you just naturally act better to attract more of, again, what you actually want. Who are you? You've got to take that action, those feelings, and you've got to go with them. You've got to latch onto them and use them to drive you, again, to the completion of this stage. Luck is on your side. So again, if your goal, obviously, communication, coming back into this positive, this fun communication, keep it light. And in order to do that over time, to truly do that steadily, to actually progress, not just go back and forth and up and down with the relationship, you can't just want it now, in the now, right now. And then, you've really got to commit here. You have really got to commit to yourself and to the divine. You're committing to yourself, you're committing to God, to the universe, and you're committing to your person with your actions, with your thoughts, and with your emotions when you invest in yourself and do the shadow work. That's all there is to it. You learn how to put it all together. And again, with the shadow work, learning how you can do this on a daily basis to make this your lifestyle. Okay? So I don't want to go too long with this. I think it's pretty clear. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Let me know. Much love, many blessings of peace, love, and understanding, and healing, and happiness, and health in this time. Okay? Stay tuned for another video real soon. Much love, many blessings. Catch me all over social media. The links are at claryberry.com, as are the personal reading, the package, which is the personal reading combined with the program, of course, and the program as well. So thank you again for being here, for all the likes, shares, subscribes, etc. And I'll talk to you guys real soon. Peace.